Hey everyone, it is your girl, Miss Lola Rene'e, beauty therapist and creator of the Diamond Life brand, the lifestyle brand that is here to help you become ever so unapologetic about who you are, the strength you possess, and the light that you reflect and shine. Welcome to the Diamond Life. Well, this is episode 2. Yes, 2. This is the second episode of the Grown Sexy and Confidently Single series. Thank you all so much for tuning into this. I got my beautiful diamond with me today. Just need, a little reminder that I am a diamond. I am multifaceted. I am beautiful. And every facet reflects light, and I ain't sorry for it, not one bit. I'm gonna shine whether you like it or not because God said so. And it's His glory. Bam. So this particular one is called abstinence. I know a lot of people don't usually like to hear that word. They like, you know what? I don't know about this, Lola. Abstinence and stuff. But it's important. It is important to your single season. And we go get into this. And so first, I'm going to start off with why I did not call this celibacy. Because I know that most people would prefer that. And you hear more of I'm celibate. I'm not celibate, guys. I practice abstinence. So I'm going to tell you what that means to me. Celibacy is the act of abstaining from marriage and sex. Abstinence is the act of abstaining from the indulgence of a particular pleasure. So anything that's pleasurable, you're not indulging in that. It doesn't even say anything about sex. It doesn't. However, sex is pleasurable, right? Which is why people will say abstinence. However, I chose not to use celibacy because with celibacy, it says that you're abstaining from marriage and sex. I ain't trying to abstain. Listen, I'm striving toward marriage. So I'm not going to speak those things over my life that are not true concerning me or, pertaining to me. So I started to think maybe that's why there are so many single people out here who, I've been waiting on God for so long, been waiting on Him to send me this man, send me this woman. And it hasn't been happening because you've been saying, I'm celibate. The Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. That means that you're speaking this thing and you're believing it. So if you speak it and you believe it, then you're not getting what you're asking for because you keep speaking against it with your celibacy vow. I am not celibate, and don't worry, you're not alone in this. I too was in that place of I'm celibate, and I had to really stop once I broke this down for myself and studied it a little bit more. I ain't celibate, y'all, but I do practice abstinence. Here's another thing about practicing abstinence too, and this is just something that I picked up, what I think I see a lot of. When people say I'm celibate, that means that I'm never going to fall, I'm never going to have sex until it's time, ever. If you're practicing abstinence, you understand that it's a practice. That means that the chances of your falling or mucking up, making a mistake, it happens. It's going to happen. You're a human being. Horny happens to us all. It does. And so there is a chance of your falling. And it doesn't mean, I got to start all over again. No, you don't have to start over if you make this a practice for yourself. Think about it. If every time Michael Jordan was always practicing and every shot he did not make, he said, I got to start over from absolute scratch. And every piece of progress that he made to get to the NBA and get to where he is did not count anymore because in practice, he missed a shot. Doesn't make sense. So if you're practicing abstinence, doctors are in their field of practice. They practice medicine. That means that there's a chance that you can mess up. Something can go wrong. It takes nothing away from the fact that they are a doctor. They've been practicing this thing for as long as they have, and they are not about to let a mistake deter the fact that they are who they are. So when I say I've been practicing celibacy for 10 years, then I've been practicing celibacy. Now that doesn't mean every single year I made a mistake. For me, it wasn't like wanting to stay in that place. And if you practice celibacy and you find yourself in a place where you are with someone and you're continuously with that person, like let's say y'all did the thing 3 or 4 different times. If you let them go, you're still on a practice journey. That's just it. No one gets to take that away from you. Don't let a couple of times that you messed up deter you from continuing on and moving forward with the vow that you've decided to make. Whether it was you made it to God or you made it to yourself. For whatever reason you decided to do it, you're doing it, you know? So that was the first thing that I wanted to talk about. The second thing was, let's go with my story. Yes, I do have notes here. I got a lot of notes here for this one. So if you see me looking down, you're just seeing me looking at my notes. That's all, guys. But I wanted to tell you all a little bit about my story when it came to abstinence. I think I shared a little bit of it in the last video. But, you know, I was just out there in the world doing me. But I was just very, very promiscuous. Like, that was the lifestyle I was living. Laying with this man, laying with that woman, in the strip clubs, lap dances, and just me spiraling out of control with my sexuality. And, you know, it's one thing to just like experiment with things and all these things. You know, I get it. People want to experiment, but it wasn't worth it now that I look at it, because it did nothing but rack up a whole bunch of people who are no longer in my life, not even as friends. Like, nobody is there anymore. And you get to the point of your life where you want more. And you asking yourself the question. Someone asked me before, a man, he asked me, like, why are you abstinent? Like, why do you practice abstinence? And I said, I have had my share of men and women. And where they at now? Like, where them ninjas at now? Ain't none of them around. You give yourself. It's not just an exchange of sex. While you're giving away yourself to this man or this woman who is not showing you that they are committed to you, the person. And now you've made it very hard for the two of you to even come together to know each other, because you've included something that is so powerful, that has the power to make or break your relationship with one another right now. And so that's what made me stop. It was fun while it lasted, but ain't nobody here now. And of all the men and women that I've slept with, nobody is here. Sidebar, I am not bisexual any longer. I am a woman of God who is saved. And as a saved woman of God, I do believe that God will not have women sleeping with women and men sleeping with men. I have no judgment toward anyone who does sleep together. If a woman sleeps with a woman or a man sleeps with a man, I don't have any judgment toward you. I still love you. I have lots of friends and family that are gay or bisexual. I've had transgender friends. I am not tripping on none of that. This is just my walk. This is where I am. And this is the decision that I made to not give myself to a woman or to a man who is not my husband. That's the goal for me here. Like I said, with the Diamond Life being unapologetic about who you are, I am not apologetic about the fact that I decided to choose God and His way. That's where I am in my walk. That's what God has for me. So that was a bit about me and my story, what made me decide to go for abstinence, because I got tired of giving myself to a bunch of people who did not stay around, or who was there for years and years and years until somebody else's booty looked good, or until somebody else's lips looked good, or until somebody else's, you know what I'm saying? A girl with bigger boobs or smaller waist or whatever it was. So I was never enough for them. And my presence alone was not enough. So therefore, their presence alone is not enough. I'm going to need the commitment from a man before I give myself to him. That's it. Now, I know that a lot of people choose this celibacy route because, they've been burned before. They've been in those places where they gave themselves to a person that did not reciprocate in the way that they were expecting, meaning they didn't stick around. They hit it and quit it, and they were like, you know what, I'm tired. I'm just going to stop doing this. If that's not your story, and you've never had that moment of someone walking out on you after you gave them yourself, it doesn't have to be. But if you keep going in a route that you're going, it has the possibility and potential to go there, because you are a human being. That means that feelings happen. So you keep putting yourself out there the way that you are. Eventually someone is going to come along that's going to make you feel so good about them. And if you two are not married while doing it, they could walk away scot-free without so much as a reason why. Just go. So don't put yourself in position to be that person. But if this is you and you are choosing abstinence because you're tired, I feel you. I'm right there with you. What I have here for you all are a couple of things that are going to help you to stay on your abstinence journey, okay? Number one, you must have a made-up mind. Okay, so with that, you want to think about your why. You want to make up your mind that this is what you want to do with this season of your life, in your single season. Because if you have a made-up mind, there's no hopscotch back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, should. No, you've already made up in your mind this is what's going to happen. Now, what the made-up mind looks like is knowing that, okay, it's not going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it. It's beneficial. It's only going to benefit me. It is not going to hurt or harm me. It's going to empower you. You keep all the power when you make up your mind that I'm going to practice abstinence and keep myself to myself. Okay. Number two, you want to always remember your why. Always remember your why, because horny happens. It does. Horny happens to everybody. The married, the unmarried, the I got a boyfriend, the I got a fiance, all of that. It happens. And when horny happens, it's literally like echoing to you. Are you sure that this is what you want to do? Like it's real cunning like that. I really believe horny is cunning. Like it's really just there. Like, are you sure? Like this is what you want to do? Okay. Yeah. And your response to it, whether you go and you lay down with someone or whether you decide to keep going with this journey, is going to be your out loud yes or no. So always remembering your why of why you decided to start doing this, so that when horny does come, you can remind yourself that you got good reason for why you decided not to do this. Especially if you're in the beginning of this, it's real easy to have Old Faithful on the line. There's always a man or a woman who's willing to give you what you need, and you got their number. Tell me you don't. If you were in the beginning of this thing, tell me you don't. No, but that's it. Just stay remembering why you did this so that you could keep going when temptation comes your way, okay? Then number three, you want to stay prayed up, okay? So keeping God first is also a way to remember that He's the creator of your body and He knows how it works. So you always want to take that to the Creator, when you are having those moments, because here's the thing about prayer. Here's what I love about prayer with God. God is like that homegirl or that homeboy that you need that talks you off the ledge. Think about how many times you've been so mad, good and pissed off, pissed to the highest of pissivity at that friend or whoever it was, and you was ready to go get at them. They was finna get these hands for real, and your friend talked you off of that ledge. Well, whatever it is that they said, they were there having that conversation with you. Don't forget you got kids, you got a job, you just started that job. Them kids need their Lunchables for school. They need somebody to pick them up. You gonna lose your car, whatever it is. You don't want to lose what you have been building up just because the frustration is getting to you. So if you stay prayed up, that frustration can't get to you, and you can bring that real truth to God. I promise you, God has no problem with hearing you say, I really want to get some right now. God, I am horny right now. He created your body. He created sex. He knows how your body works. And just remember this, being horny is simply nothing but a way of saying that your body is functioning properly. Yeah. And who helps that body to function properly? God does. So if He's the one that helped it to function the way that it does, don't you think He has your answer to help you get through the moment? I'm just saying. And here's another thing I love about that moment is you'll start that conversation off with that. And if you have a real relationship with God, it does not always sound like, oh, Heavenly Father, Spirit of the living God, and all those things. Nothing wrong with those kind of prayers. But when it's you and God and you're having a real moment like this, you can just go straight to God with the way I'm talking to you right now. You can go and talk to God like that. He be looking for this kind of stuff right here. It's called relationship. This is how you build that. He's your friend. God is your friend. And he's your friend who knows more about this than you think he does. Seriously, go talk to him. And by the end of your conversation, you will have realized that you're not there anymore. I'm going to tell you how I know, because when I do have those conversations with him, I'm no longer there anymore. Not because, oh, he just took it away, but because the conversation ends up changing to something else and then something else. It's a conversation. And just like conversation does, it progresses onto something else. So, prayer helps you keep your mind off of the situation. Prayer is simply just conversation with God. Whatever that looks like. It's conversation with God. So yeah, stay prayed up. It'll help you through it. Okay, and number four. So number 4, staying busy. So you want to stay busy because busy keeps your mind off of, I ain't had none in a while. It keeps your mind off of the last person you did it with. It keeps your mind off of the fact that you got Old Faithful's phone number. Okay, so just keep yourself busy. And number 5, be mindful of the things you let into your spirit, the things you watch, the conversations you have, the places you go, the people you're with, even the music you listen to. It all makes a difference. And abstinence is a lifestyle, and all of these things I mentioned has to be a part of your lifestyle change. It really does. And so if you're out here watching the Power series where you know it's a whole lot of sex up and something like that, you ain't helping yourself. If you over here with your homegirl or your homeboy listening to their whole night, their little sexcapades, you are not helping yourself. If you over here listening to all the music, you know the songs. Come on now, we all got that playlist or had that playlist. You know them songs. If you out there listening to all the things that keep you in a place of being horny, all of that has to go. It has to go. These are things that you have to put in place, letting go of those things and replacing them with something else. Now, your playlist does not necessarily have to be a whole Christian playlist of all the, Christian music. Now, I do have different playlists. I do have a Christian playlist that's more like your hip hop kind of a deal for when I'm feeling like I want to get gangster for God. I'm in my car acting like I'm over here, thugging it out, talking about it's my winning season. Hey, winning season. Hey, so I love it. I'll be in my car like, woke up this morning and I'm blessed. Hey, clothes on my back, yeah, I'm blessed. Yeah, food on my table, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Hey, I'm blessed. Hey, the devil already know I'm winning. Yes, devil already know I'm winning. I be doing it. I be like, yo, people be looking at me in the car. I be getting it. They be like, okay, this go crazy. I be like, y'all want to hear what I'm listening to? So, I have that playlist. I like 90s, y'all. I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid. That's me. So I love 90s. But then I also love jazz. I got a couple of jazz playlists. Okay, so I love me some jazz. Then I like those genres where I don't know what to put them in, but the songs be so spunky and kooky. And, people are like, this is a different kind of song, but the words are catchy and they're positive words. I even have a playlist called Diamond Life, okay? So I'll share a little bit of my playlist with y'all if y'all ever want to know what that's all about. But I do what I got to do to keep myself in a mindset of not thinking about what I'm not getting, so I don't go out here and make no mistakes, okay? Sidebar real quick. I just thought about that when, thinking about what I'm not getting and not making any mistakes. This is just like a hot moment for me. So hot, H-O-T, honest, open, and transparent. This is a hot moment that I'm having. I'm going to be hot with y'all right now. When my sister passed away, I was really, really hurt. This was back in 2020. Okay. And I was so hurt. I was broken. It was depressing. It was hard. It was like looking at my life and broken pieces on the floor, and I didn't know how to pick the pieces up and move on. I didn't even know how to pick up the pieces in the moment and give it to God. I knew I wanted to just be reckless. And I said sex will keep, some sex will keep my mind off of things at least for a couple of hours. Now, mind you, I don't know nobody because I don't keep men just in the arsenal like that, single men, so I don't really have a list of people that I could just call like, yo, can I come through? And my thought process was, you know what? How hard is it to go to a bar? You've done it before and you know where the bar is. Just go to a bar, pick somebody up, go get a room, go get laid. And I was seriously thinking about doing that, wanting to do that. And every time I would get into my car, it was like, this ain't even who you are. And you know that that's not okay. You know that's not good. Why would you even try it? Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm sharing this story with you because a relationship with God helped me to not make that choice. That's what that was. That was God saying, you know that this is not who you are. You know this is not you. And you can't do it. You know you can't do this. That was God saying that to me. A relationship with God will make all the difference. That way you're not here just practicing abstinence to the point of now I'm 35 plus and I'm just tired of waiting and I need some. But instead he'll help you to hold on until it's time. Okay, so that's just my sidebar there. That the Holy Spirit will help you to not make poor choices. So that's number 5, guys. Just making sure that you're mindful of the things that you let into your spirit. Okay, make sure that you are guarding your spirit. And the only way to do it is to make sure that you are removing those things that no longer serve the spirit that you are trying to move in and operate in. And you have to replace it with things that takes the place. That way there's no void. There's no void, okay? Number 6. Okay, yeah, here we go. Number 6. Enjoy the journey. Seriously, it is okay to enjoy abstinent life. People make it seem like it's not so good, and that's people who are still lost in the idea of I just want to have sex. If you are in a place right now where it's like, I really do want to be married, I want that one for me, I want to stop giving myself to everybody, how come this dude won't stay? How come this woman only stays when when the sex is like this or whatever it is? It's okay for you to enjoy the journey. It's okay to enjoy where you are and where you're going and the way this is going. It's okay to have times where it just feels like smooth sailing. Like, why not? Who gets to tell you that you can enjoy this journey of your life? Let's just say you're in 2 months now. And it's like, I ain't had sex in 2 months. And if you are just here on the journey of, I'm just trying something different, I'm going to tell you now, it is not a good idea to sit there and think back on the sex that you are not having. That doesn't help you make progress. That just helps you stay in a mindset of feeling depressed about what you're not getting. Instead, you can enjoy the journey and say, you know what? It's been 2 months in and I'm good. I'm feeling good. It's okay for you to actually look back over that 2 months and realize that something more happened. I smiled still. I laughed still. I met new people. I went out with my friends. We went out on a trip. We went joyriding. We TP'd somebody's car. I don't know. Look, just go find something other than woe is me because I ain't getting no D. Okay? But yeah, you gotta enjoy it. Have fun with it. Because like I said, God is the only one who knows when it's going to happen for you and your significant other is coming along. But you don't have to sit in a season of waiting. You could go out and enjoy your season of living. Go live. Stop tripping on what you're not getting and start looking at and being appreciative for all the things that you have been getting and receiving. Yeah. All right. And the last one, number 8, be bold. Being bold in your abstinence. This means that You have to know how to have that conversation with your friends or your family who they're out there doing their thing while you're over here trying to, continue on in abstinence. So this is it. You see this right here? This right here is called your brick wall. You got to learn how to brick wall some people and say, yo, look, usually I love hearing about all this stuff right now, but we can't do this. We can't do this. Okay. So, I've been in this space and on this journey of, not doing this and seeing how that works for me and everything. So hearing your conversations don't make it easy for me to keep going. And I do want to keep going. A good friend will be like, you know what? I feel you on that. They might even laugh at you a little bit because it sounds funny, and that's fine. They may laugh a little bit. Let them kiki and you keep going on. But still, even through their laughter, a real friend will say, you know what? I hear you. I feel you. So I'm going to just go ahead and let you do you. And I'm going to chill over here. And yeah, it's all good. When you get into people's cars and the music they go listen to, make a different music suggestion. And if you are in a car with people who are only listening to that kind of stuff or, hardcore stuff that keeps your mind in that place, not every song that takes you into a sexual place is a slow, caress me softly kind of a song. Sometimes these rap lyrics is crazy. They be saying some stuff. And they'll put you right there where you need to be horny, So you got to be in a place where you can notice that I got this friend and this is who they are. Drive your own car or drive with another friend. But don't be, and when they ask, just tell them the truth. I would tell them, and it don't got to sound offensive. Just be like, right now I'm just guarding myself and the things that I listen to. And I'm really trying to change that up. And I don't want you to have to change on my behalf of the things that you listen to, but this is where I am. Something along those lines where it's like you are putting it out there that it's not you, it's me. And I don't want you to change because of me. And I have to be true to where I am right now in my life. This is my truth. And I have to stand in my truth for me. I got to support me because it's your journey. Don't expect anybody else to do it for you. So if your friends is acting like, I don't know, you know what? I'm going to just do me. I'm going to listen to the music that I want to listen to. Nigga, you in my car now. All of that right there. Don't get mad. Next time, drive your own car. Just drive your own car. What was wrong with it in the first place? Again, like I said, be bold. Tell them why. Nobody is going to know that you're on a journey if you don't let them. And if you got real friends who are supportive, they can support what you don't tell them about. So be okay with the boldness of letting people know where you are in your walk on your abstinence journey. Okay? So those are the things that I have for you. Thank you for allowing me to be hot with you all. Honest, open, and transparent. HOT. Honest, open, and transparent. Thank you for allowing me to be hot with you. Thank you for receiving my truth. Thank you all for not judging me. I am not judging you. You all know that this is a judgment-free community. This is a safe space for you to come in and say, me too. I dealt with something similar. I am dealing with something similar. If you're dealing with anything right now that you need help with, I am that friend that will stand and have that therapeutic moment with you to help you walk through this moment. No, I am not a therapist. I'm a beauty therapist by trade, but I am not a therapist. I am a friend that will help you to have a therapeutic moment that helps you get through the hard parts. I'm championing for your success. Always. I want to see you win. So there's no judgment here. I'm always going to share with you that I've been through some of the things that you're going through right now. I have been through and I've overcome and became victorious of, and some things I might still be working through. This is what the hot moments are for. I might even tell you that I'm still trying to work through some stuff. So, yeah, don't be afraid to, hit me up in my messages. Is it DMs on YouTube too, or is that just an Instagram thing? Write me a message, y'all. I will respond. Okay. And if someone writes something and you disagree with it, or you're trying to judge what they're saying, then I'm gonna need you to keep it to yourself. Don't judge anybody for the truth that they're standing in. Instead, I'm gonna need y'all all to do me a favor Do me a favor. And if you see it before I do, you say to them in their messages, in that comment, I need you to comment back and say, thank you for the gift of your vulnerability. Somebody's being vulnerable right now. That wasn't for you to turn around and judge them. So if that's going to be you and you're going to turn around and judge them, this is not a space for you. Don't come on here with that. Allow people to be who they are. And you be who you are. We are all dealing with something. We are all diamonds here that shine, and we shine separately, and it's beautiful. But when we can shine together, that's strength that is unmatched. It is beauty that is unmatched. That's a shine like never before. That's a community. That's a community. And right here, we are doing what I like to call a diamond collective. You all become my diamond collection. Beautifully shining. I have a gorgeous diamond collection. Speaking of diamond collection, y'all see these pictures back here? This is a part of my diamond collection right here, y'all. I love it. So this one right here in the back, that's me and my sister. I love her. That's my baby. So if ever y'all hear me talk about my baby, that's my baby, because I don't have kids. That's my baby right there. And this right here, this is me and my mama. My mama is my diamond. Let me show y'all this lady here. Yeah. So yeah, that's me and my mom, and this one here, my special diamond, my sister and I. Oh, that's like, you can't really see it because of the glare, but my sister is one of my best friends. And yes, God may have called her home, but I would not speak as though she no longer exists or no longer lives. As long as I know where she is, she lives with the Lord. She walks in the land of the living before God. And that was what he gave me, the scripture he gave me when he knew he was going to send her home and take her back. It was like the hardest form of Indian giving I've ever heard of in my life. I'm kidding, Lord. I'm kidding. I knew that she was yours before she was mine, but she'll always still be mine. That's my baby, y'all. So listen, that's my diamond collection there. Okay, that's part of my diamond collection. My prayer is that I create a whole new diamond collection with everyone who comes into the diamond life. You will be a part of the diamond collective. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here today. I pray that you will be encouraged, that you can go out and encourage someone else, because there's someone in this world who absolutely needs more than they want your encouragement. And if you're looking for a few good ways to encourage someone today, your eye contact will encourage someone. That beautiful smile that God has given you will encourage someone. Your hello, that wonderful voice that he is giving you to uplift and be a day maker right there, that beautiful voice that he's giving you with so much power, your hello will encourage someone. And if you put those three things together, it looks like this. Hello. And that right there will encourage the heck out of someone, because you never know who felt like they were not seen today, felt like they were nobody today, felt like they just wanted to die today and take their own lives. And here you come along and you do the wonderful job of seeing them. The blessing of your attention helps someone else to live today. Helps someone else to say, maybe I do have purpose. Maybe, just maybe today, I'll go ahead and live. You did that. Thank you for helping someone else to live. Thank you for encouraging someone else today. You rock for that. All right, you all, I love you so much, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Blessings to you, honey. Mwah.